What's up, Nick?
What's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good?
How you doing?
Good?
Cool.
Yeah. All right. I want to start off today's episode with finally, hopefully, last time, some politics. I don't even know where my phone is for this topic.
Because people loved us last time when we talked about politics.
Here it is. So, we have J.D. Vance, Trump's running mate, vice president, and he made, I thought it was a statement recently, but it was actually a statement from a news outlet from 2021, I believe, where he made the statement stating that, because obviously Kamala was still in office at that time in 2021, that motherless children, vice versa,
Women without children.
childless women.
Yes.
Does that make more sense? Yes. He said that they shouldn't really be like in higher political placement because they don't really have a stake within the future. Because obviously, he was saying with children, it changes you, which is true. You have a kid, it changes you and your perceptions of the world and life. But to me, obviously, that doesn't mean just because you don't have children yourself that you shouldn't be in higher positions. It doesn't even have to be with politics, with anything. And that's what I saw. And then Jen Aniston and others, Whoopi Goldberg, other celebrities kind of spoke out like, oh, this is really sad, coming from obviously a vice president-elect, which should be empowering the youth and all this stuff, and soon-to-be mothers and females who can't even have children, medical reasons or whatever it may be, that physically can't have children in this world. And Kamala does have 2 stepkids, and I thought this was really funny. They call her Mamala.
That's funny.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up, Mamala? Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
right? So I was just kind of bothered by that. It's just like a statement that doesn't make sense, and especially he has children. I'm not sure if he has a daughter. I believe he does.
He does have a daughter. I think a daughter and one son, I think.
Just like, hey, Susie, say her name Susie, you need to bring children into this world, or else like don't have a fulfilling life. The same thing came from Harrison Butker, the Chiefs kicker, where he had a similar statement, like women to have a fulfilling life fully, they should bring children into this world and be mothers. I don't think that's the case. You could be a boss, you could be a head of anything, female, male, whatever, without kids or not. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I'll just play devil's avocado here. I'm not saying I agree with him. I agree with what you're saying, to be honest. But I'm just going to play from his stance. From J.D. Vance's stance, he's basically, what you're saying. Because...
sorry, one more thing. Well, I just want to... because this obviously resurfaced. And they're like, oh, what is this statement from 2021? Because he also said, he called them cat ladies, like old cat ladies. Like if you didn't have kids, you're just a cat woman. And he's like, oh, that was sarcasm, but the other part of the statement is true. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so... I'm losing my...
Oh, sorry. I interrupted you.
So, yeah, so just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not saying I agree with him because I don't agree with you, but I guess where he's coming from is that like these ladies or women don't have children, so obviously, so they don't feel like because when you have a child, I don't have a child, but when you have a child, you want the best future for them. And I'm sure it's a connection me and you haven't felt before, having like a child with you and your son or daughter. And I'm sure it's a connection we've never felt before, that Kamala probably never felt before. But to like kind of go against what he's saying, she does have stepkids, and I'm sure she has nephews, nieces, and all that stuff, and she she has a reason to like want the best for the future. I'm not saying she's the best candidate, but I'm just saying like she has a reason why.
For anything, and like just because you have kids or not doesn't mean you want a good future for the youth. Like just doesn't make sense at all to me.
No, but like again, playing devil's advocate, it's like it makes you want to fight more, I guess. It's the same thing with like fighters and people who work and men who work. when you have kids, it gives you a more they say it gives you like a purpose in life. Like you have a bigger purpose than just yourself.
But even from Trump, like, say whatever you want about him. You see him with his kids. He loves all his kids. I'm sure, like, wants the best for each. And, like, they're all, like, in higher rankings. So if you're, which he has daughters. If you have daughters from Trump, it just doesn't line up, like, viewpoint-wise, to me, with even Trump's stance on things. So.
In terms of what?
Just of that statement. I feel like Trump wouldn't believe in that statement of what Vance had said.
Yeah, perhaps. But also at the same time, to go with just devil's advocate with the, this is what everyone says. Not everyone, but a lot of people say that, like, our purpose in life is to, I'm not saying not everyone has to do this. It's not, repopulate, have offspring, mate, do all that stuff. Too many kids. And, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of kids, but, like,
that's
just
why China had a band.
And that's why Kamala wants to reduce population. That's probably why she doesn't have kids. No, but yeah, that's all I have to say about the topic.
Yeah.
Just playing a little devil's advocate.
All right.
And
talking about reduced population. Just kidding. MrBeast is in some controversy again. Controversy?
Yeah.
I can't say that word.
Yeah, controversy. MrBeast and his
What is it?
Controversy.
Yeah, I'll let you lead this one.
MrBeast and his partner, his friend, Ava. Which one do you want to talk about first, MrBeast or Ava?
Let's start with MrBeast and it leads into Ava.
So MrBeast he said it in podcasts multiple times. He's been doing this this game show basically.
Was it Beast Show?
Yeah, I'm not sure the name of it, but let's call it MrBeast Show or Beast Show. Beast Games, I think it's called.
Beast Games, yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing this Beast Games show on Amazon Prime. He's been trying to get a show for a while, but these companies don't give him money. But Amazon Prime let him do whatever he wanted. Mm-hmm. And he just basically like, trust me, bro, I got it. Mm-hmm. And so he's doing it, and a bunch of candidates. So it's basically a game show. And they said, like, originally it was 2,000 people in the game show. It's the biggest game show in the world that's ever existed. 2,000 people in the game show. And supposedly they're going to make that into a YouTube video. And
wait, what?
Yeah. Listen to me?
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know if that's not rude.
Listen to me.
No.
Woman.
No, I didn't mean to come across that way. No, but, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I didn't mean to go across that way. But, so the 2,000 contestants is going to be a YouTube video. And they're basically going to thin, like, in that YouTube video, it's going to be basically like an ad. It's going to thin it to 1,000, and then 1,000 is going to be the game show.
Like, viewers get to pick?
No. So, like, in the YouTube video, 1,000 people will fail. And then it's kind of like an ad to watch the game show. Yeah. The game show is Amazon Prime, and this leads to what I'm going to talk about. So, supposedly, they said, and it's not just one contestant, so it's not like, so this is supposedly, allegedly, it's not just one contestant, it's many contestants that came forward and said that it was basically unprofessional.
With conditions and stuff?
Yeah, with conditions. Like, for example, like, well, for one, people say most of the games are, like, physical, like physical, like, running, whatever.
I just want to make a quick statement. Like, for me, like, say I was a contestant, I wouldn't, like, be surprised about that. Like, it's a game show. A lot of game shows are physical or competition shows.
No, but to be fair, like, there's always mental games. There's reactionary games. That's not really, like, physical. Like, men and women are both, like, good at reactions.
I think a Fear Factor was a mix.
Yeah, so,
I feel like it should be, you should not be surprised when, like, say there's, like, a weightlift competition of the game. Like, you shouldn't be surprised if that were to happen.
Yeah, so basically what the person was saying was that these contestants were basically all the young male would, because it's various age groups, so it's older men, younger women, men, whatever. All the younger men would group up and basically, like,
take down
the women and stuff, and obviously the fit women too. But yeah, and they basically said it was kind of like unfair that most of the game required, like, physical strength, I guess, and it's, like, obvious, like, who's gonna win, and the men would bully the people that were weaker than them, and, like, push them around, and supposedly some people got bruised and got, like, black marks or purple, like, bruises and stuff, and
If you play sports, that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
And I mean,
you didn't break your freaking leg.
That in itself sucks.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a woman or if you're a weaker male, like in terms of like strength, that you know, if you got like a bunch of like basically like stocky dudes like going up against you, it's kind of like but
well, we have to see like what the actual challenge was, because it could turn out to be something insane. It could turn out to be something like just simple.
Yeah, we can't. It could just be people that are like entitled, that are just like, oh, but supposedly a lot of people are coming out, so maybe it's bigger than what we think it is, but we'll see eventually. It'll all come out.
What was the statement that Rosanna had said? She felt bad for the contestants, Rosanna Pansino?
It's basically what I said, and there's another statement where a bunch of other contestants came out basically saying that they have basically the medications they needed weren't given to them.
Mm-hmm.
So like, for example, some people had seizures,
mm-hmm.
and people saying like, hey, they didn't get the medication they needed to prevent these seizures.
Yeah.
And MrBeast said he would provide it because MrBeast didn't want anyone to bring anything in, including
medication.
They say
why?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's a game show. It's like Squid Game, sure, like it's like a thing, but I don't know. And they couldn't she said they weren't given enough food. She said they were given MrBeast chocolate bars, and they were like basically
to eat for like lunch.
Well, not to
dinner?
eat, but as a snack. But like,
okay.
Since they were starving, they were like rationing the chocolate bars and the food, and they were just like rationalizing everything. And they kept mentioning it, and they said even though there was 1,000 people, there's only two ambulances on site with like one medical team. So it's like
we don't know yet. But was that part of the competition? Because I know he's had competitions before where like you're in this
stay in the square or whatever.
Yeah, for a month, and this is what you're given. We obviously don't know yet, but that could have also been part of the challenge.
Because to be fair on him, his games or whatever are kind of.
He does that a lot.
I wouldn't say it's extreme, but like for the everyday person, it can be extreme. And if you put like 1,000 people in there, I'm sure there's gonna be like complaints and people complaining.
Yeah, to me, like just the whole whatever has been coming out, like it doesn't make sense to me, because like if you were like still attached to the show in some part,
yeah, it's an NDA.
Like you would be signed to an NDA. So to me, I'm like, all these people just got kicked out early, and then maybe they're just like upset, so they're just kind of coming forward. But obviously, we don't know yet. This could be intense and actually like crazy big lawsuit for Jimmy.
Yeah.
So, it's still open ended.
Yeah, and I was talking to my sister about like what I think about it, and I was telling my sister basically that like I think I mean, as far as I know, from what I know of Jimmy, besides all the controversy that's been happening recently, he seems like a good guy. But I told my sister like the filmmaking world and the YouTube world are two completely different worlds.
Yeah.
And he's probably not used to having, like I'm sure he has, like when he does his YouTube videos, he has a medical staff. He makes sure everything's okay and he produces everything good.
From what he shows, it looks okay.
But filmmaking, it's like, I told myself it's a whole different beast. Because like the way he does his YouTube videos, he has like 300 cameras. You know what I mean? Like in filmmaking, you have to rationalize every single thing you got. You know what I mean?
Well, there's filmmaking and then there's TV shows, like game shows. And it's like those types of shows are always filming. Like depending on, like, let's say like Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
There's 80,000 cameras in Survivor. Obviously not that much, but there's a lot of cameras in Survivor. Yeah. There's 20 contestants. They all need to be filmed basically 24/7. So that doesn't make sense. Like game show, competition shows like that, you need a lot of surveillance.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. No. I guess.
And then they have their own, like they probably have like a GoPro and some sort or whatever.
Yeah.
Recording them. I feel like sometimes it's just people seem too good to be true. So, like, I'm not surprised that there's stuff coming out about him. No one's perfect.
Yeah, no one's perfect. Also, like, at the same time, I'm fixing Billy. At the same time, I told my sister it's weird because I feel like throughout what everyone says about him, his videos and stuff. I feel like he's like always prepared, always ready, and it would be really weird to me if
he's media trained.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe now, like I said, since it's 1,000 people, it's like a different. Because normally handles like what, 100 people, 10 people.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of like his shows where he does like a lot of them like 0 to 100. Whoever stays in the box the longest wins.
Yeah.
Whatever, maybe. But let's move on to the Ava situation.
Yeah. So basically, Ava allegedly is.
Can't say that word.
Okay. Ava is allegedly, she likes kids. She likes kids.
Can't say that either. Pet.
Okay. She's a
what
pet.
What can you say? I don't know. Sensitive topic.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically a bunch of allegations saying that she like groomed kids and she did stuff to kids. And one my sister was telling me about, she's saying like this girl. I mean, I don't know like every single detail of the story, but this girl basically reached out to Chris at the time.
Is this all past or anything recent?
Past, I believe. Okay. So this girl reached out to Chris and basically she was hoping for a job for MrBeast and supposedly.
I thought it was all male victims.
No, it's like multiple, like allegedly, it's like a bunch of people.
Okay.
But this one specifically, she wanted a job with MrBeast, and then like I guess he made it seem like she would be able to, or he would be able to put it in a word for her, and he flew her out. And long story short, she never met MrBeast, and she slept in his house. And you know, like if you sleep in my house, I'm like, oh, I have this extra room, whatever, you can sleep in it. He was like, come sleep with me, and they slept together in the bed. And
what was their age?
I'm not sure, but they were under 18 or whatever.
Okay.
But she said at the time she was a minor. But
okay.
And she basically said she was there for a week. She never got to meet MrBeast, and he used that as like leverage for himself. And on top of that, these other allegations where he's just sending like not safe for work pictures, and just talking to minors inappropriately.
Did the girl say they did anything, or just he had her? Time Chris sleep in the bed?
I think he said. I'm not sure.
That something happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like while they're in bed.
Oh, that's when the dad comes.
And she was hoping that, you know.
Like, just obviously, like, you're a minor. You are a victim in every single situation. You know, you're groomed by an adult or whatever. Yeah. You're a minor. You're the victim in any situation, you know, over anything that happens. You're a minor. So, but, thinking of, like, to the parents, like, how can you, like, let your kid go travel to this place by themselves, let them stay over?
Well, you know, every parent's different.
It's like, I don't get it. For my growing up and my parents and stuff, you know what I mean?
You know, every parent, a mom or dad is different. Some parents don't give two, you know, about their kids.
Like, oh, I'm going to see MrBeast, Mom. Okay, have fun, Susie.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know. And it's just like, under no circumstances, I don't think is that right. And it's messed up that he did that. If it is true, which I think it is, because so many people are coming out. And like, this guy even came out. He defended Ava or Chris. And he said, like, this is getting blown out of proportions. And then the Discord server, like, messages got leaked.
Who came out and said that?
Well, one of the guys that got groomed.
Okay.
And then he said, and the Discord leaks came out. And he said he reread it. And he remembered what happened. And he's like, never mind. She did, like, groomed us, whatever. Because at the time, when he's a minor, he didn't know what's going on.
Yeah, you can't, like, even...
Yeah, so now he's older. He reread it. He got it refreshed, and he was like, you know what? She or he did... I'm sorry. He did... I don't know. He did groomed him.
He done groomed him?
He done groomed him. He groomed him, whatever.
Who, Ava?
Yeah, groomed the guy that tried to defend her. What?
Ava.
Ava groomed him.
Yeah. So, I'm just, like, shocked to see, like, what's going to come out afterward, because people have been saying, and we've kind of speculated that MrBeast had to have known something was up. Like, you're best friends with somebody for however many years. You kind of know them. Granted, you don't know everything what they're doing, but there was some stuff posted on lives where Ava had said some stuff that was kind of a little on the line and everything. You can make jokes, but you can't joke about kids.
Yeah, and one more. I forgot to mention. Yeah. The girl said that Ava or Kris at the time told her that she was thinking about transitioning into what she is, and Ava is now. And I just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
And that they were just talking.
Okay.
I don't know why I mentioned it. You get that
okay. So.
Yeah, so under no circumstances is that like right. I don't know why he did that, and I know me and you talked about this earlier. I don't know why these people who are famous, these people who have money, these people who have status, fame, and Kris or Ava, they don't even have like, they're not like MrBeast level of fame. They just got famous because of MrBeast, but like.
Well, no. For me, they started that thing together.
Yeah, yeah, they did, but. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, people know MrBeast more than him. And, like, now that's just how it is. But, like, I just don't understand how you can have all the money you want.
Because what I tell you.
You have fame, status.
What did I tell you?
And you just like kids.
That's what Hollywood is.
Is this, like, a common thing? Is this,
That's what Hollywood is.
You're like a streamer. You have like 1 million subscribers, whatever. You're rich. You have everything you want. You have a family, and then I don't know where you like kids, and then like same thing. I know. It's just I don't.
It's gross.
It annoys me because if I was in that position where I had that much money and like everyone envies their job, and they just screw it all up, and then they make apology videos. I'm sorry. Like shut up.
Apologize for
you have everything you want. You get everything you possibly want. Kris even had a family. It was just like no, I'm gonna.
Okay, you can't say that.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not cutting that out.
Okay.
So. All right.
Okay.
You have to be sensitive. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't want to talk about kids anymore, but let's talk about some extra controversy.
Okay.
The Olympics that started. I don't watch the Olympics. I never really have been into the Olympic sports. I remember Usain Bolt was pretty fire. I was pretty hype about Usain Bolt back in the day. And Michael Phelps obviously always wins. Did he retire?
I think he retired.
Okay. Yeah, so, but there's been a lot of funny memes coming out with LeBron James. Because obviously they're in France and it was raining. They were crossing whatever lake form that was, right? Yeah. So people were saying, oh my God, look. I'm going to tell my kids this was George Washington because there's obviously that famous picture, painting, whatever, of George Washington crossing the Delaware with the flag. And Team USA granted LeBron James to be one of the flag holders. Yeah, and you just see LeBron James with the flag in front of the boat just soaring. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But good for him for having that position, being able to
hold the flag on the boat. And people are roasting too, like obviously each country has a different style of outfit. Yeah. And they're saying like America's was so ugly.
There was a country, I forgot what it was. I saw on Instagram a lot. They had fire outfits.
I forget.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. They had like fire outfits. I was like, wow, these look
but America
great.
Just had blue jeans. I mean, it is very American. Blue jeans and a blazer, polo blazer. So very
simple. Simple.
Not simple. Preppy.
Oh, okay.
Very preppy. Preppery. Peppery. Okay. And there's also some. Let you lead this one.
Yeah.
I wasn't really following the same path as you, so let you get all your stuff out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rant for a little bit. There's some controversy about the Last Supper being mocked, basically, in the opening ceremony. And a lot of Christians and people who believe in Jesus got outraged because they're mocking the Last Supper. And honestly, I wasn't a fan of it either because it's just they mock Christianity so much. They mock Jesus Christ so much in so many different ways. They don't mock other religions as much because the other religions won't let them get away with it. Like Muslims would, burn down like cities and stuff, and same with
what else have they mocked?
You got Lil Nas X twerking on the devil. You got.
How's that mocking Jesus?
That's just mocking like like not Jesus, but that's just like supporting one, like I don't know, supporting the evil.
So again,
or Doja Cat,
I think we talked about that last week.
Doja Cat being like a demon or whatever she was.
Off camera. We talked about it off camera, I think. How also the devil and minors are huge in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, but like I just don't get it because, and I know we talked about it, but I just don't get it because to me, that's not like cool. Like I think angels and God is cool. Like the concept of that is like really cool to me. Like the concept of someone that's evil and manipulative and lies and all that stuff, to me that's not cool. And like dressing up as, you know, like a demon or twerking on the, you know, that's like, it's dumb to me. And it's like I don't see how they think that's cool. And the Olympics, for example, like it's just, I don't know, like I just, this weekend I was like really thinking about it while driving, and I was like getting really frustrated because like this is the biggest stage in the world, basically. The biggest, like everyone's looking at the Olympics. Or I know you say you don't watch it, but basically everyone's looking at the Olympics. Athletes from every country goes.
What's the biggest thing as for an athlete?
So the whole thing, the biggest thing in the world, basically. One of the biggest stages in the world. And the thing they decide to do is to mock like the Last Supper and to do this, and it's just like, it's just really frustrating to watch. And I don't think like, I don't condone violence or I don't condone like hate speech or any of that, but I think
that's what you're doing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I think people should voice their opinion and tell them that this shouldn't happen again, because it's completely unacceptable. Like I don't understand how, like I showed my mom. My mom was like, "Oh my God." She's like, "Send me. I'm gonna show my friends." And she's like, "This is crazy." I'm like, "I know." And she's like, "Show my dad." It's and like I know you I know he said, because he came out and he said it's supposed to be the Greek god.
Yeah, it wasn't the Last Supper.
He said it was supposed to be the Greek god whatever.
Yeah, but
Dionysus.
it doesn't even look like the Last Supper.
But it made it seem like it is. Look, even if he didn't mean to, which I think is a lie.
It didn't look like it either, though.
Well, then why does everyone come to the consensus that?
Because I said like this too. This has happened many times in entertainment, where anytime there's a long table with people always point to it as being the Last Supper when it's not. It could just be a long table with 3 people. People are like, Last Supper. Kendrick Lamar did it in Humble music video. Last Supper. It wasn't the Last Supper. It's just an image.
Well, a lot of people viewed it that way, and it doesn't matter if he meant it or not. A lot of people viewed it that way, and a lot of people did not like it.
But even that, I feel like, I feel like it wouldn't have been as a big of a story if the whole ceremony wasn't so
big.
LGBT forward. LGBTQ forward.
I think that added to the flame.
Because the whole thing was very open and everything with that.
Yeah, there's some, because a lot of people have, a lot of people don't like, or don't like trans people, or don't like, I guess, agree with what they do.
I'm not talking about trans people.
Not trans. I mean, what are it, drag queens or whatever? They were.
Not even that. It's just the whole LGBTQ community was very present in the whole opening. Which I was also saying, who cares? Whoever you want to love, whoever you want to be. We don't care. We want you to be happy.
Yeah, just care about yourself. Other people, just let them live their life and be happy.
Those countries, European countries, are very open, very sexual. I don't find it shocking at all. I don't find any offense to it. I grew up very religious. I'm not crying to Jesus' feet. Oh my God, they did this to you. It's just, it's art.
Also, this is just like, this has nothing to do with like religion. Mm-hmm. This is just like what happened. Did you see that one of the guys had his nuts hanging out?
What was it?
And he was next to the girl, a little girl.
What was the hashtag?
I didn't see a hashtag.
Oh, so funny.
But like, dude, come on, bro. Like,
he was wearing a little.
If I have my nuts hanging out, I can feel it, Nick.
Well, I don't know.
If you have your boob hanging out, you'll feel it.
No.
All right, so you wouldn't feel like a gust of wind?
I'm sure you do. But
Yeah.
people, you want to see how many people walk around with their booty crack hanging out and they don't feel it?
So what I'm saying is, how does he not feel his, like, thing
He's distracted.
Wasn't he just standing there in the moment?
But there's people there, there's cameras, there's everything to be staring at. I'm not going to be, like, thinking, like, ooh, do I feel some air down there?
You don't have to think it, you just feel it.
No, but that's what you think. And then there's people who walk with their whole butts out. Plumbers. Or unless they just like to do that.
Just to let you know, there was a whole, like theory coming down around this whole, like, situation. About, like...
Over the nutsack?
No, not sack. Of, like... How, like, they're trying to attack Christianity and Jesus and stuff. No, I'm not saying I agree with the theory. I'm just letting you know that
art, like, it's in the industry, it's in entertainment.
No, but I think around like that you have to be very careful, and especially I think what made people like the most, because this is the biggest stage in the world. This is like the biggest thing in the world, one of the biggest things in the world, and they, even if they didn't mean it, it came across that way, right?
People just get offended because that's what a lot of the wars are about, is religion. Who you believe in, what's true, what's written. For all we know, God and Jesus don't exist.
Freaking wars are about land and power, not religion.
Religion.
Because they want land and power.
No, it's the religions.
Okay, so...
Wars on religion.
Give me a war about religion.
Was it the Palestine and Israel?
They're fighting for land.
Over their religions. They don't like each other based on their religions.
That's a whole history. Because back in the day, I believe the Palestinian had more land, and then because the World War II, Jewish people went to a different country because I think Germany is close to Israel, and then they came back and took over the land. So it was just like a whole thing.
No, because
it's not because of
Hitler,
religion. That specifically, I know.
That's where his hate is, because of religion.
They probably don't like. It's more so like they want their land back. It's pretty much it.
Okay, so something came out about Domino's, and there's a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So I was watching the Shane Dawson channel. I don't know, people don't like him, but I like him still. Yeah. So we're not gonna continue. If you hate me, I don't care. So he came out with this. Well, he didn't come out with the theory, but he made a video today. Actually dropped. I was watching. I didn't finish it though. How the Domino's tracker is a lie. So you know, like when you order Domino's, you get your pizza.
It tells you.
Hey, we got your order. Hey, your order's being cooked.
Delivered. It gives like a tracker.
Yeah. So apparently that's all fake, and it's just like there just for quality assurance and for the customer to be excited and happy and making sure their order's taken care of. But
that makes sense though.
It does make sense, but like when you think about, like, is there really someone like pressing all these updates on my order? Like, no, they're in the back working because there's probably only 2 people working there.
Yeah, or
making the pizzas.
Much, yeah.
Right? So he went. I didn't finish it, but he rented out a party bus with his crew, and we're like, we're just gonna go to Domino's, watch them through the window to see if they're actually doing what the tracking says, and then see if it's actually accurate. From the point where I left off, he's like, this is like fine, whatever, right? So, but people are also saying, like, they would be like, oh, so Billie Jean is delivering my order, and like Rhonda would show up. Like, who the hell is this? Yeah, it's funny. Like, I thought Billie Jean was coming, not Rhonda. So, I think it's just funny. Like, it makes sense, but out there, who cares?
It's funny. It's not like a big deal.
All I want to know is when my damn pizza is coming.
When is my pizza coming?
Because they said it too, like, it would be like, oh, it's on the way, and then it wouldn't be on the way. Or it wouldn't be like, it would say delivered. I'm like, where's my pizza? I'm looking outside the window. I don't see a box. So I just thought it was funny how it's like, how do these conspiracies like come out of nowhere? But
do you like Domino's?
I do.
Where do you rank it?
I don't like pizza, but rank it at what? Real pizza?
Like, do you like what in terms of like its category? So fast food pizza, I guess. So where do you rank it?
Fast food pizza 1.
1? You're bugging. The only reason people order Domino's is because they're up the latest. Some people get drunk and stuff. They can order Domino's.
They're all up late.
They're up the latest. They're up to like 3 or 4 or 5 a.m.
But they're all up late. Papa John's open till like 2.
No.
Yeah, it is by my house.
Oh.
I'll look it up.
Look it up right now.
No, Domino's got that garlicky crust.
No, I don't know. I like Pizza better. The only problem with pizza is their pizzas are small.
Yeah, I don't want small. I want big. And they always have the 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
And coupons, I know.
Yeah, it's like I can get a whole meal for $10.
Yeah.
Like 5 pizzas, the sides. What did I say, Pizza Hut or Papa John's?
The Papa John's. 2 a.m. you said. If it's not 2 a.m., then you owe me $5.
I don't have $5.
You owe me pizza.
I bought you a cookie. Up. Closes at 3:30.
Well, I guess I was wrong.
Well, they're all different times, but the one by me is 3:30.
No, well, I guess the one by me is not.
Booty
Cheese.
Is Papa John's owned by Shaquille O'Neal? That's a search.
Is it?
Shaq owns 9 Papa John restaurants in and around Atlanta.
It's crazy. He makes bank.
From Papa John. Papa. So, continuing on, we have a big release. Reveal. You know what the reveal is?
What's the reveal?
Robert Downey Jr. is back.
Yep.
I don't get it.
He's Dr. Doom.
Yeah, so we're discussing before the podcast. It's like the reveal was sick. They were at Comic-Con, right?
Cool.
He just like walks up and he's like, Rah!
Yeah,
all the people.
He has the same pose as when he was Iron Man.
Yeah, so I was thinking, if he has a mask and suit on the whole movie, okay, cool, like no one's gonna know it's him. But like, what if there's a moment where his mask gets cut off or something, he gets damaged, it gets removed, and you're like, wait, is that Tony Stark?
I know you're gonna get roasted, or we're gonna get roasted so hard.
I don't know anything about the Doctor Doom.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know like the whole.
But you sent me a comic where he kills Thanos.
He, like,
Spoiler.
he obliterates him.
So listen. So
skeleton.
Thanos kills Tony Stark. Tony Stark gets resurrected as Doctor Doom and kills him. Or I was saying Doctor Doom is Tony Stark's twin brother.
So what's his name? Stark Tony?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bony Bark.
It's weird because like if they.
Bony Bark. He makes him a skeleton.
Yeah. He like obliterated him, bro. Like what are the Avengers gonna do against that? They were having a problem with Thanos, and this guy just touched him and he turned to like skeleton.
Bone. Also, I don't watch superhero movies. I don't like them.
Yeah, I know. So
Give me hate.
Yeah, so basically it's just like what you said. It's kind of weird, like in the universe. Like I guess we're gonna treat them as two different entities, but like in the universe they look exactly the same. So it's like if they ever show Doctor Doom like his face, it would just be like if he's not like morphed or something, then he would be like it would just look funny.
Did they say why they brought him back as a character?
Well, do you know what's been happening to MCU? It hasn't been doing so hot.
Oh, so they want okay.
It hasn't been doing so hot, so people.
Well, they've been releasing. Movies that people don't want to see because if you think of a superhero, the top superheroes are Iron Man, Batman, Superman, Captain America, Thor.
Superman isn't.
They're all men. I don't want to see Catwoman.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see Wonder Woman. Who's it? Woman America? What was the female movie that just came out?
I know what you mean. I forgot her name. I'm gonna get roasted so bad. I know what you mean, the blonde chick.
The good one. I don't think I finished the series, but WandaVision.
Yeah. That
was cool.
I don't watch it.
I don't remember it.
Well, this is a great topic.
No, but it wasn't it wasn't superhero like full superhero.
Yeah, no. So yeah, like the problem with the MCU is like you need to know they release so much, and like to get the other part of the MCU, to get the full experience, you need to watch the one previous to it, and it's like too much to watch. You know what I mean?
I miss when there was. I remember when both of these movies, Iron Man 1 came out. I had to watch it. I'm like, this is so boring. But I was like, 7, 8 when it came out. And then I was on a Disney cruise with my family one year. Avengers came out. My dad's like, we gotta go see it. It's free. I fell asleep. I'm like a little girl who wants to see superheroes, and then all of a sudden, it just came a huge thing. I'm like, I seen this movie 15 years ago. It wasn't this hype.
Yeah.
How's it hype now?
Yeah, it became so huge because, well, there's a big bad villain, and it was like leading up to that for so long, and that was like kind of like the final. So like imagine like climbing a mountain, right? And like end game or whatever is at the top. Once you make it to the top, you're like, now what? You know what I mean? And then everything went downhill because like everyone was kind of over Endgame or the Marvel after that, and they just kept releasing stuff, and people like a lot of people watched it, but like people like I didn't want to keep up with it.
I was gonna say, was it their game plan to always have like everyone together?
What do you mean?
Like you have this type like Iron Man, Spider-Man, whatever.
Yeah, they're in the same universe.
Was that always like the plan to have everybody together?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Is it in the comics?
That's how it works. Yeah.
There's a comic with every single superhero and villain in it.
No, so that's how it works. There's Marvel and DC. Marvel has its own universe.
I know.
Iron Man.
But I'm saying, is there ever a comic with Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy guy, everyone in it?
Yeah, they team up against.
That's in a book?
Thanos, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure?
I'm not 100%, but okay. I'm sure. But yeah, and then it was going downhill, and then there was rumors that Tony Stark was coming back, and everyone's like, of course he's coming back. Iron Man is going to get resurrected. He got brought back as Doctor Doom. Surprise, surprise. Everyone's excited about it. He's a great actor. I love his story about how he came back from, everything that happened to him.
Addiction or whatever.
Yeah, and I think he's great. I'm glad he's getting another, check. I'm glad he's able to put those skills to the work. And
even this, though, it's like you don't see, if he's wearing his suit the whole time, you don't know that it's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna, we're gonna know as audience members that he's, putting in the work. He's gonna be being a villain this time.
I want to see.
Instead of helping Spider-Man, he's gonna be hitting him.
I want to see the reveal. And then Peter Parker going
Oh, and also just so you know, I know just so in case anyone hates on us
I don't care
for not mentioning this. I was saying the MCU is going downhill. It's actually going back up now because
of Tony Stark.
Deadpool came back.
Oh yeah.
And Deadpool basically wasn't a part of the Marvel universe. He's supposed to be, but for some reason 1 and 2 they didn't put him apart, and then the third one they put him a part of the universe and they brought Wolverine with them. So now he's
Wolverine is so old.
Now he's now he's a part of the Marvel universe. So yeah, so now it shot back up stocks basically, and with the reveal of Doctor Doom as Robert Downey Jr., everyone's excited.
Deadpool was Marvel to begin with, or no?
Huh?
Was Deadpool a Marvel movie?
Yeah, in the comic books he is a Marvel character.
But was the movie a Marvel movie?
Yeah, they made it. But 1 and 2 wasn't in the universe. I don't know why. I believe they made it, yeah.
I was going to say, because I just had it on the background the other day. I never watched it, Deadpool.
It's really funny. You should.
But it's not childhood friendly.
No, it isn't.
Not kid friendly, whatever.
You should definitely watch it. It's funny.
No, I don't like it. I don't like Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, but there was a scene where he was getting...
Yeah. It's very R-rated.
I'm like, wow.
It's supposed to be funny, comical.
Yeah.
I told you, I showed it to my dad, and my dad loved it, and I was like, oh.
Well, he's a grown man, not a child. Children shouldn't be watching that. You're caring about the Olympics opening up, but you have your kids watching that horrific scene. But kids watch it.
Well, it's R-rated. They warn you to.
But it's superheroes. Kids love superheroes. They don't make you watch the Olympics.
I mean, I guess you're right, but you can't compare a movie to a whole
stage. Well, that scene was more graphic in my eyes than the Olympics.
Well, I haven't watched Deadpool in a while, so I don't know exactly what scene you're talking about, but
it's a scene where the woman is dominating him in the bed.
Okay.
And he's bent over, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So, I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely talked about a lot of spicy topics.
Yeah.
Talked about a lot. And sorry if I have to make you work a little extra today.
That's fine.
But I had fun in the podcast.
What's going on upstairs? You hear that?
God. I'm joking. No, but yeah, I had a fun podcast with you. I hope the viewers like it. I hope we.
Oh, hello. You can come in.
Good.
Oh, am I supposed to say
Yeah. It's all good.
That's our next guest, guys.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Good night. All right. Little
Interruption.
Yeah, I almost said intervention.
Intermission?
Intermission, yeah.
Intervention?
Yeah. So that's it for this week.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Yep, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
If she feels like it.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
No, but we will. I had a good time. I hope you did too.
Yeah. And this has been the FM podcast.
With Freddie.
And Nicole. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.